So here's the 5 steps to commissioning your own custom Helderburg build. Step 1 is just us having a conversation and talking about how are you going to use it, how many people in your family, and where do you see yourself with your custom Helderburg in a year, 3 years, 5 years, and so on. In this conversation, it allows me to suggest different body styles, whether it be a 2-door 110 soft top, 2-door 110 hard top, a 4-door double cab 110 pickup truck, a 130 pickup truck, or a 5-door hardtop, 5-door soft top. So point that I'm making right there is there's a lot of body options, and maybe some of them you know, maybe some of them you don't, but I can make the ideal recommendation of which body style is going to fit you best. And then determine on how you're going to use it, it will allow me to make the recommendation whether you should go with the turbo diesel engine or you should go with the V8 conversion. And then ultimately, do we go with the automatic transmission or do we go with manual transmissions? So that's the first step. Step 2, now I do a build sheet for you. This build sheet is where I can provide recommendations. I've built well over a few hundred of these now, so I can make suggestions of options that you should consider and make suggestions of options that you really simply don't need and I don't see that you will be needing, but of course you'll make the decision of what options you want. You do a 50% deposit that locks in your build slot, which allows us to get very creative now, which is step 3. So step 3, now that we have your build slot locked in, and whether it's 6 months, 8 months, or a year before it's going to be complete, you're not losing your place in line since you've put your deposit and you already have the VIN number of your Helderburg we're going to start on. This fine-tuning part is where we talk about exterior colors, and I will tell you, I encourage you to do a very unique, one-of-a-kind color because that's what makes it fun. But we also talk about interior options, seating configuration, panoramic sunroofs, winches, bumpers, exterior lighting. I mean, the list goes on. But you will work with me one-on-one, and I will give you all of the recommendations of what's going to fit your lifestyle best in the short term and the long term. And then step 4, this is where clients say this is the most magical, this is the most enjoyable, and that's them partaking in the build process. I will show you the donor vehicle, the vehicle that we're going to rebuild and turn into a Helderburg. You'll see the pictures of how it started, and you will see the pictures as it progresses and comes to life. And again, clients say, I love this process. It might be 6 months, 8 months, or a year, but this is their favorite time because now it becomes part of the family. They save all these pictures and they share these pictures with their family and friends, and it's a magical moment. Step 5, the final process. You make your final 50% payment. We deliver it to you in enclosed transport, and now you're living the Helderburg lifestyle. But I will warn you, you will have people pulling up beside you, giving you the thumbs up, people coming up, complete strangers coming up and asking you, what is it? And if they can take pictures. But I will say that's probably a very enjoyable time for me personally because I've met so many wonderful people just by driving a Helderburg Defender.